So, on Monday morning, a horrible event happened in Southport. Since then, a lot has happened, and I just want to talk about the far right, figures like Nigel Farage, and how misinformation is a key part of the discourse and how we fight it, essentially. So, after the events on Monday morning, since then, 3 young girls have died. There's still 2 adults in critical condition. The 17-year-old has been charged with 3 counts of murder and 10 counts of attempted murder. Hopefully, he won't be leaving jail for a long, long time. But we have to address the reaction to what happened on Monday morning, because the misinformation, the lies, the conspiracy theory is classic far-right Nigel Farage Trump playbook. And figures like Tommy Robinson, Andrew Tate, Nigel Farage, Katie Hopkins are all to blame for what happened in Southport with the riots that happened afterwards. Last night in London, people were arrested for basically mob behaviour. We need to have some kind of calm, because the speculation about who this young man is has been actually absolutely wild. To suggest that it's a 22-year-old Syrian wanted by the MI5 based on nothing. This is how the far right operate. They see a tragic event, 3 young girls dead, and as opposed to letting the police do their investigation and respecting the community and the parents and the families of those children, they use it as political capital. They speculate and infer that because this young man has Rwandan parents, even though he was born in the UK, it's not been treated as a terror attack. Immediately, in their eyes, because it's mainstream media, they interpret that as, oh no, we don't know the whole truth. And Nigel Farage says, questions need to be asked. And of course they do. But we also need the police to do their job, let the investigation run, and move from there. Because you know that if this, let's just say hypothetically, this was a Reform member or someone associated with the far right, rightly so, Nigel Farage will say, okay, let's not jump to conclusions, let's have the investigation. And the fact he can't do that, it's with Farage, nothing's ever his fault. Like he obfuscates, kind of blames everyone else, and then otherwise he's asking questions. It's, we need to know more. And it's so disingenuous, because he doesn't care about these children. Neither does Tommy Robinson, Andrew Tate, these people speculating and feeding this misinformation, social media kind of cycle. This is going to happen more. And again, it's the conspiracy theory. They jump on the fact that we don't know yet. It's early on. I'm recording this Thursday morning. Obviously, we don't know the motive of this young man. And he is a child. He is a young person. Obviously, he's responsible for his actions. But we don't know what has happened to him. We don't know why he did it. And it obviously, someone who does this has mental health issues. It's clear that he is ill, and maybe there is an ideological element, but that still, in my eyes, he is mentally ill. So we need to treat that as it is, and he will be punished. He is probably going to be in jail for the rest of his life, rightly so. And then we need to talk about, because I think tonight there's going to be another march on Whitehall, and obviously I understand people upset, but the mob mentality is not how we deal with this, and misinformation and stirring up hatred, because again, Farage doesn't care about these kids. He just cares about pushing his agenda and playing to people's kind of passion and care for their country. People are rightly disgusted by these events, but they're being manipulated and being fed this misinformation that makes them more prone to, we need to, again, chant to stop the boats. There's no evidence this guy came over on a boat. So it's just pure emotion, pure raw emotion. And I understand it's a very emotional, very emotive time. But we need to be thinking critically and listening to the police. Because obviously the police as an institution, they are quite checkered on their past. Like, there is questions to be asked about motivations of the police. But we have to be measured and be rational in how we approach that. So obviously the people who watch my videos aren't going to be sympathetic of my position, but I just ask you to, how do you respond to the riots that happened in Southport when a community is in mourning and in a place of, attacking a mosque when there's no evidence that this young man is a Muslim? And apparently Rwandan is 48% Protestant, so the religious angle is maybe a moot point, but again, we don't know. It's only been a few days. We need to let the police do their work. So comment below, are we going to see more of this? How do we deal with this? How do we deal with the misinformation and the cowardice of people like Nigel Farage and Tommy Robinson, who are just asking questions but don't really want to bring together divisions and bring people together? They just want to divide us. Comment below, and I'll see you in the next video.